Hello lovely viewers and welcome back. It's your girl-friendly drama queen. Welcome to my channel where I discuss all things Asian drama related. And today I'm coming to you with a review of the Netflix Korean drama Love to Hate You. I hope you guys are having a great week or you had a great week. Unfortunately, mine has been just pure chaos. So when Love to Hate You dropped on Netflix, I was more than ready to take it on. First of all, can we talk about how perfect the show's length is? With only 10 episodes, this show I knew I was going to binge in one night. I was definitely super excited to see that it didn't have 2 seasons. Like, I kind of panicked for a second there. So yeah, this is how I picked this one up. Before I get into the review, I just want to give a reminder here. Please subscribe, leave a like. It's so important that you leave likes on these videos to help me out. Yeah, you're welcome here. All right, let's get into it. So we're gonna start with the plot. The story revolves around the love story of a famous actor with a distaste for women and a lawyer with exceptional fighting skills who has a distaste for men. And so they both have very negative impressions of each other. But when the male lead becomes impressed with the female lead's fighting skills, their interactions develop more and they fall in love ultimately. Was this really an enemies to lovers? I mean, they only really hated each other for maybe 3 episodes out of the 10. So maybe we shouldn't go there. I'll take it though. It's a short drama, so it's fine. What we do have here are 2 mature characters, a very strong independent female lead who is particularly skilled at fighting. Being skilled at fighting is not like an innovative or new character trait in female leads with K-dramas, but it's always impressive to see female leads that can fight. We've seen these kind of characterizations in dramas like Weightlifting Fairy, Doctors, even more recently like 3 Bold Siblings. So yeah, it's still a nice touch though. So let's talk about the meet cute, which is like the very first interaction these 2 characters have. Like, I mean, when they both are aware, and it's pretty chaotic. I think it's a good representation of the show's comedic undertone because it ends up being largely funny afterwards. The show stars Kim Ok-vin, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, who I finally remembered where I knew her from, and she was in Arthdal Chronicles. I love that drama. Actually, it's more of a love-hate relationship. That's a video for another day. But she plays the female lead, and I have to say her comedic timing is on point in this drama. Her facial expressions took me out every single time. And I thought Uteo, who played the male lead, was also pretty good. He had a more subtle characterization here. I think he was a lot more calmer, but it worked because she was kind of over the top. So they balanced each other out. Some of my favorite parts of this drama, or my favorite thing about this drama, is the dialogue, the witty banter between the 2 leads every time they were in a room together and they would go back and forth. Like, that's what I wanted to see. So I was a little bit of a remote fast forward button person with this drama because I was only interested in scenes where they were together because the chemistry was just so on point with them. And that's really how I was able to binge the show, because I was just hooked on them interacting with each other. There's a scene early on, I believe episode 1 or 2, where it's a really funny scene to me, but the male lead was basically poking fun at K-drama writers and how like they make their female leads act a little bit ditzy or a little bit too carefree when they're frolicking around, when they're going through serious problems. I thought it was just like a funny little scene for the show to have. It also serves as a way of maybe reminding us, that this drama is not like the other dramas. We have mature characters over here. Speaking of mature characters though, like I said, I think what this show tried to do is show some mature portrayals of relationships and intimacy. So we've come a really long way from stiff kisses and hand holding. Like, I know as someone who's been watching Korean drama for a while, one of the things I really appreciated was actually the conservative progression of intimacy in a lot of the dramas. So, Western dramas, you can watch a show episode 1 and boom, they're already in each other. But it takes time for that to happen in K-dramas. They build on it with the relationship. Although lately we've been seeing kind of a trend with dramas like Nevertheless, where there's like just an influx of spicy scenes, or even just, I remember when I first watched Love Alarm, which I hate that show by the way, but I was mind blown that they kissed on the first episode. I was like, whoa, what is happening here? Everything I know is spinning. I am digressing, but what I'm trying to say here is this drama, I think the pacing of the intimacy is good here. And I like that it wasn't, these characters are in their 30s, so we weren't doing any of the shy squealing just because he touched my hand nonsense, which I attribute more to like the high school K-dramas. So yeah, I really like that they did that. Now, a climax or like an important plot point here in this drama was the fact that the male lead had a condition where he couldn't kiss a woman without vomiting, and this is a psychological condition from the heartache he experienced with his ex. So that's not even really delved into. Like it felt super contrived is what I'm trying to say, because it ended up not being that relevant because it was resolved in a very predictable manner. So that was like my one little quirk about the show. I didn't even ever take that condition seriously when it was introduced, even if it was woven into some of the major happenings in the drama. It still doesn't take away from the overall show's appeal though. And in addition, I would say the drama also tries to tackle a bunch of cultural issues. The first one here being the celebrity dating in Korea. So I've kind of seen several articles, just like real life examples of how this goes in Korea. But as someone from the Western Canada, I really find it hard to understand the pushback the Korean celebrities face when they're just trying to have normal, like when they mature and they want to have a relationship, get married. There's just always pushback from the fans. And I think maybe that's because it's a difference in fan culture. Like I can't think of a single celebrity that I would actually care about if they got married to the point where I would be devastated, like I can't think of one. But I can only speak for myself because maybe the Harry Styles fans, I've seen how they got when he dates anyone, so maybe it's really not just Korea. But given the seriousness of that topic, right, and knowing the real life examples, the resolution in this drama, it feels a touch bit unrealistic. But it was only 10 episodes. Can I hold it against them? I don't think I can. I was already kind of tired that this was gonna be the climax, like the major issue that they have to overcome, because it's very predictable and like we already know how it goes. And I was just like thinking, oh, how could they possibly resolve this in a way that would be realistic? And it wasn't. But that's fine because I love happy endings anyway. And then the other social issue they try to tackle here is, and I appreciated this, was the stigma around women dating, having a sexual history or having dated a lot of men. And so it was kind of brought up at the tail end of the series. So I think maybe at most it had an episode or two dedicated to tackling this. So it wasn't the focus really. It didn't feel super nuanced. And I think this is probably the second time I've seen this kind of brought up in a drama. The first time being Love and Contract. But then again, this topic wasn't really the focus. It was more of like the quirky backdrop to the plot. I wish there was a drama that would take this though and really explore it in a more serious and nuanced way. But I didn't expect that sort of exploration of this topic from a drama like this. I mean, this is a pure rom-com. I was already impressed that it even tried to tackle the subject in the first place because it is an excellent conversation starter. Korea is a more conservative culture. So I like that it did try to go there with this one. Obviously, I'm in the opinion of yeah, you should date who you want to date to figure out your needs. It doesn't make you any of the names that they try to ascribe to it. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the secondary couple. I already mentioned that as I watched this, I did a lot of fast forwarding on scenes that I didn't really enjoy. Like, I just wanted to see the main leads together. That's when I thought that this drama shined for me, is their dialogue when they were together. That being said, I was initially intrigued by the secondary couple, but then I wasn't entirely invested because it was slightly confusing every time they interacted to me. I wasn't sure that we were supposed to ship them because of just how uninterested I felt the second, it's not the second male lead, but I'm calling the second male lead here, was. I thought this was just like an unrequited thing on the best friend's part, and maybe it was trying to do something unique with having them end up being platonic friends. This is the route I thought the drama was going. So when they eventually did end up together, the development of the relationship wasn't clear. I was left questioning why they even liked each other. Like, did she just like him because he was like handsome? And why did he end up liking her at the end of the day, you know? So yeah, their relationship was very confusing to me, but I did think they had one of the funny scenes where she invited him out to a coffee shop to embarrass herself, to tell him embarrassing things about herself, to kill off any romantic interest that he or she might have for each other. I thought it was funny, like a bit stupid, but like definitely gave me a chuckle here. Overall, I would say I still recommend this drama. Love to Hate You is still a really good rom-com drama. It is lighthearted. Even though it tries to tackle a few of these like social issues, like I mentioned, it does it in such a lighthearted way that, trust me, it's not gonna like bore you. It is a bit predictable, but what else? For a rom-com to be predictable, I don't think that's a bad thing. The characters are mature and strong-willed. I think it's a refreshing watch, honestly, and it's only 10 episodes, so I think you should check it out, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching my review. Please leave a like, a comment, say hi, subscribe to join the gang, and I'll catch you at our next video. Bye!